All right, so this thing, CMCF, hot damn. Look, when you get something like this, that's not going to work for us, right? Because we've got ourselves, man, we got ourselves, this gap is mid-pump. I don't like when they're mid-pump. All right, UMRX. So look, this one's, it's gapping up 4%, but it's only on this one tick. When you see something like that, we don't want to even go with that run, right? So let's leave that bad boy alone. PDD. PD. Man, this one does a lot of, oh, this is a, man, I'm looking at the wrong chart on these things. Hold on, go back. I was looking at weeklies. All right, CMCM still no good. IDTI. You can roll with IDTI if you want an integrated device, blah, 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 blah. All right, so this one is breaking definitely out the highs. I would be okay with this one. 117 million share floats. It should be able to move proper. You know, you're not, it's not going to be too slow. Good. Not as good as Lulu, though. We know Lulu moves. All right. EOS. Interesting. So look, EOS came out of this base breakout. You guys see this? After this big push, now you're starting to round out. You've had really two big updates so far. This little sucker doesn't do really any volume. I would put this like on a weekly watch list where, you know, where we come back if this thing pulls back a little bit. But it's not ready for me today, right? So like when you think about this stuff, is it ready now or could it be ready, you know, next week, right? So for right now, I think this one is a pass. Hey, Terry, darling, what's up? I like this ENDP. I would go with this one. You got a little flag pattern you're playing. I'd go with that. Dr. Reddy. See this one, all these gaps? This usually means it's an ADR, like it's a foreign stock. I usually leave those alone. They trade like crap. What's going on? AFMD junk. Usually once these things die down like this, you know, the play's over. All right, so there's not really much cruising around. The pre-pre. Zuo. All right. So let's take a look at Zuo. So Zuo never has really borrows on it, but let's take a look here. So this thing is gapping down on some kind of earnings. The one thing to remember with Zuo is like it's a Chinese stock. The Chinese stocks have been, they've been getting crushed on the earnings. So you can definitely, you know, take this one short. The caveat on this one's going to be it's got to be below $27.65, right? Or 28 bucks, give or take this line over here. Otherwise, it's going to run right into support and then just bounce right back if it starts to hold there. So that's your caveat on that one. Amberilla. Let's not miss any of these. Let's not miss any of these downtrend shorts today, right? And we had that fucking DRL. I missed this yesterday. I've been just bitching and moaning about it all night. I was sitting there, I'm like, all night, I'm just like, how did I miss this thing? Today, we got to make sure we don't miss one of them. Man, look at that thing. We call that the MPS. MPS is very, 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 very powerful. All right. Amba. Man, this thing's really just gone all to hell. So this is the only semiconductor stock in the world. Hey, Mike Taylor. What's up, baby? Hey, Sherman. Jean-Paul Gaultier. Jacques-Paul Gaultier. So fancy. All right, so this Amba's got a little bear flag here. You're breaking under. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. You know, you're kind of getting back down towards. You're breaking under kind of even 2016 lows here. Down to 34. Yeah, you could have a little downside in this bad boy. All right, so let's add that. Big lots. Man, Indian people love big lots. If you ever go inside a big lot, you see people like my parents running around, and they're having fun. I mean, they're living. Indian people, we're not living very often. We don't get excited too often, but in the big lots, we roll. All right, so we got a trend line breakdown. Got a little support at 40. I think this one may have some room for us. It's already moving around pretty well, pre. I think we had that. Let's go with Alright, so let's add that. We'll rank all these later, guys, in a sec. Mikander, my friend, hello. What's up, baby? So NTNX, this is gapping down into support. You can see, like, when you get something like this that's just not clean, that's going to be, and it looks like it's just from a downgrade or whatever, upgrade, downgrade, who knows? That thing's junk. Not clean enough for us. This thing barely moves. See, when you get a chart like this, see the intraday on this? When you see the intraday on this, like, see how, like, you just get, like, spaces here? That's essentially saying that this thing trades, like, almost no volume certain times of day. So, we don't want to even roll with that. Billy. Man, Billy's just getting smoked. So, already gapping down. So, this thing had its earnings out. Had a nice trender. Now it's just kind of reversed. You can see this thing. One thing with this one, if it doesn't hold 1225, I keep an eye on that mark in particular. If it doesn't hold 1225, look at a 15-minute chart. You'll probably just kind of come down here and fill this gap. Gaps over time tend to get filled. So watch this thing get filled. We'll kind of watch this thing. I keep an alert, you know, like if it's just kind of hanging out in this range, probably leave it alone. But what I'll usually do is set an alert. Just so if it's about to bust under, I'll set like a trend line alert. So if it's about to bust under, then, you know, I'll have an alert pop up or a text message. I got email, text message, and, you know, the gong on this thing. And that way, we get a little bit of an alert before it happens, and I can take a look at this bad boy. All right, the rest of this thing is jug. Let's take a look at the QQQ. All right, so we knew yesterday we were probably going to get a rest day, right? That was just kind of the nature of the beast. When you get so extended off breakout, outside the upper Bollinger Band, you need a little bit of a break. We get a little bit of dump in the market, end of day, but it wasn't really anything. It wasn't anything too special, you know. For the most part, hey, Mr. Brown. For the most part, it was just kind of a 1% type of move. Hold on, let me grab some cafe. Man, I woke up late today, man. I just literally woke up like 15 minutes ago. It's raining here, so I wasn't able to wake up. You know, I usually need the sunshine to wake me up a little bit. I always leave my blinds open. And that's my wake-up call. But if it's raining, then, you know, I mean, I have no way to wake up. So I don't know how to fix that. I got to figure out a way. If it's raining, like, how the heck do you wake up? I don't know. I can't do those iPhone alarm thingies, man. They really put me in a bad mood. I guess you just got to risk it. Hey, all day, how did you miss this INCY yesterday? You call yourself a small cap penny popper king? What's up with that? How you miss this yesterday? Well, it didn't, did it? I'm just teasing. Hey, Jason, what's up, baby? Where were we? So let's go back to this QQQs. So we're just kind of opening up flat today. We may pull back a little bit and just bounce, or, you know, kind of come back and fart around a little bit. It's just the market's overbought. It doesn't mean they come crashing down or anything like that. But frankly, a couple red days like this would be really welcome because, you know, you're just so extended. The other thing to remember is a vacation day. You're right, all day. It's a vacation day. Most people be out of the only people that'll be trading in the afternoon today are the degenerates like us, right? Like everybody else is going to be gone. So that is the way to think about it. Monday is a day of labor. So for all you peoples out there, happy Labor Day. So we won't have class or whatever on Monday. So just kind of keep that in mind. Keep that open too. You know what? I tried one of those sunshine alarm clocks, but you know what? Because it's got the, whatever, it shows the time, you know, on the clock. It was too bright, so it was keeping me awake. Not keeping me awake, but like it would just, I could just feel it on the side of me. But then I leave my blinds open anyway, so I don't know why it was making such a difference. But let's shred this morning. Let's just clear out this list a little bit. Clear out this list. I keep Siggy on watch too. Keep Siggy Bear on watch too. This one had some nice shreds. Man, I got stuck in trading in this range. I gave all my profits back yesterday, but I keep an eye on this one at this range. I take the Sienna off this list. Gas moves like shit. Man, this EA trended all day yesterday. Anybody catch this bad boy? All day it trended. DLTR, watch this for a second day short. You know, go for like, if it pops up hard at the open, look for a green to red. We got Lulu. IDTI doesn't look as good as Lulu. Zuo. Amberilla. Big. Alright. Now on the other side of things, hold on here. You know, on the other side of things, we had a move in TVIX at the end of the day. You know, if the market starts to, you know, pull back a little bit harder than usual, maybe we just get a little weekend jitters. I keep this TVIX. I keep this TVIX on the watch list. One thing to be really just kind of mindful of: Chinese stocks in general are really, really weak. You can see this Hui's down 5%. I keep an eye on a short on this IQ with Huya down and Billy down right off the bat. This thing and Momo, these things could just get shredded right at the open. So I just kind of keep an eyeball on that. And then watch this Siggy Bear for that red to green. It seems it can pop right at the open because it just moves fast. But like keep an eye on that IQ. If that Huya gets flushed, right? If that Huya gets flushed, these things are going to go. Remember, there's a big lockup period in IQ where most of the float's been locked up, but once that lockup period is over, they're going to be. If you look at the number of outstanding shares versus the float, it looks like they got like 300 million outstanding shares, but their float's only like 20 million. Those Asianese folks are about to rip those shares down. When that lockup period's done, you got 200 million people that are going to be starting to sell that junk. So, you know, there should be pressure on this thing for quite some time. All right, let's go, people. We got work to do. I'll be in the chat room.